All right, let's go.
Tāmaki Makaurau Auckland has a lively food culture that reflects the ethnic diversity of its people. In this 4-part video series, we're doing a deep dive into Panmure, one of our favourite suburbs for eating, a place where your taste buds can travel the globe through its culturally diverse food scene. In this video, we take you inside a Sri Lankan kitchen to watch fragrant crab curry and some of Sri Lanka's most beloved food get cooked up. We discover a unique Kiwi Cambodian dish at a local's favourite, and share some Filipino classics, sizzling pork sisig and what's got to be one of the world's most joyful desserts. We're hunting down Auckland's best eats. Hit subscribe and get ready for some mouth-watering food.
I'm Thomas.
And I'm Sheena, and we're chasing a plate.
We hope you're hungry. Let's eat. This is the 4th video in this 4-part series, and everything we've filmed so far has been on this one 550 metre strip of road. This is the very first time we've had to venture away from this strip to find all this incredible food, and we sure ain't going far. We are only heading about 20 metres down here for a Sri Lankan feast.
We've arrived at the Hualava Restaurant and we're diving straight into the kitchen. So we've ordered up a huge feast. We've got hoppers, a really traditional Sri Lankan specialty. We've got crab curry on the go and also lump rice. So we're going to dive straight into the kitchen and show you just how these dishes are made. Oh, perfect. Thank you so much. We're suiting up to get into the kitchen. So I've got my apron on and I'm just popping on my hairnet so my hair doesn't get into the food. All right, let's go. Hello everyone! I'm just peering over the shoulder of the chef here who is cooking up a Sri Lankan crab curry. This is a really special dish because crab is expensive. You order it the day before here so that they can get the crabs fresh. And the smells coming from the wok or the pan are just incredible. What I love about Sri Lankan food is how aromatic it is. So there are a ton of spices going in there. Chili, fenugreek, black pepper, curry powder, tomato, onion, ginger. Ooh, it looks amazing. Chef here has just asked if I want a taste of the gravy. I said, hell yeah, I do. Oh man, we are in for a treat. It is absolutely stunning. Beautiful coconut milk flavour. Oh wow, it's so good. So good. Chef here is making lump rice. Now from 1640 to 1796, Sri Lanka was ruled by the Dutch, and lump rice is a dish that comes from that time, and it's made up of stock-infused rice and all of these delicious accompaniments. So we've got fish cutlets, we've got a deep-fried boiled egg, we've got chicken, we've got Sheena sambal, which is like a caramelized onion relish, there's eggplant, there's some, what is this again, dried shrimps?
Dried shrimps, it's a deep fried rice.
Like a dried shrimp sort of relish. It surrounds this rice and then it gets wrapped up in a banana leaf. Oh man guys, I'm just in heaven. So I'm at the hopper station. Hoppers are a Sri Lankan staple, often eaten for breakfast. They're essentially a fermented rice and coconut milk batter pancake in a bowl shape. So it's cooked in this little sort of mini wok pan, and we've got plain hoppers and egg hoppers to go with our crab curry.
Look at this absolute feast we have on the table. So front and center is that crab curry. It was an absolute joy watching that being made. A lot of spices and aromatics in there. The smell is brilliant. Sheena's had that little taste, and lucky her, because all I've had so far is a nice smell of it, and wow, it smells good. Then we've got the hoppers. So we've got the plain hoppers, and we've also got the egg hopper. That comes with a whole lot of sides, including a lovely looking fish curry. We've got the lump rice, which, it's got to be said, is not the best looking dish before you unwrap it, but what's inside is going to be incredible, so we'll get into that soon. And then what we've also got is a massive plate of bananas and some jaggery, which is cane sugar syrup concentrate. And so that goes with the plain hopper. The plain hopper is a very versatile thing in Sri Lankan cuisine. You can eat it with curries, you can eat it sweet like that, so you can pretty much eat it with anything at any time. Whoa, I can't wait to dive into all of this.
I literally do not know where to start. There is so much delicious looking food on the table, but I reckon I've got to go for the crab. I love a meal where you can just get in with your hands and just get amongst it. So the crab, beautiful and fresh. It was cooked with a ton of aromatics like Thomas talked about, chili, garlic, ginger, spices, so many spices. And the gravy is a coconut milk based gravy. So it's a thin gravy. Holy moly, that is incredible. Oh, this is such a treat. I can't remember the last time that we ate crab. It's a real treat, this meal. The crab is super sweet. And the beauty of the gravy is that it doesn't overwhelm the crab, so you can really get a hit of the flavour of the crab, and then the gravy just sort of complements it in the best way. I'm actually going to go for just a spoonful of this gravy. Oh man, the spices are incredible. So Sri Lanka grows a lot of spices. So the island grows black pepper, cinnamon, chili. Oh, and it's those flavors that come out in this dish. So stunning. Wow. Oh my God. I'm going to be having so much fun when the camera's down, because I'm going to get amongst this crab. Now, hoppers have got to be one of my favorite Sri Lankan foods ever. I love how they are like a little bowl. So they're a pancake which is made out of a fermented rice and coconut milk batter, and they're sort of thicker in the middle, really crispy around the edges, so you can see the crispy edges there. And then this one is an egg hopper, so an egg was cracked in the middle. Oh man, and it looks really good. So I've poured a bit of that fish curry in. Oh, that's good. I love the crispiness around the outside and then the doughy center. The fish is quite meaty, and it's got a really strong kick of spice. The lump rice is such an attractive looking dish. When I unwrapped the banana leaves, the aroma from the banana leaves sort of enveloped the air, and then you've got this stunning packet of food. So there's a huge pile of rice, so the rice is cooked in stock. There's some chicken curry, there's a hard-boiled egg which has been deep fried, there's a fish cutlet, there's all sorts of types of sambal. So there's a Sheena sambal, which is like a caramelized onion relish, there's some aubergine, there's a dried shrimp type of relish, and the idea is that you just grab a little bit of everything. Oh man, that Sheena sambal is gorgeous. It's caramelized onion, so it's very sweet, and it works perfectly with the savory elements of the dish. Now, I'm going to apologize to Thomas in advance, because we both usually fight over the fish cutlets in Sri Lanka, and there's only one fish cutlet in this lump rice, but I'm going for it. So, what it is tuna, so tin tuna mixed with onion and potato, and then it's breaded or crumbed and then deep fried. These are such a great snack or a short eat in Sri Lanka, and I'm so glad that there is one in this lump rice. Oh man, this is good.
Next up, we're heading for Cambodian food. Now, the Cambodian community here in New Zealand is quite small, only about 8,000 people, so you don't find Cambodian food that often, and when you do find Cambodian food, it often has a very unique twist on it, and that's a Kiwi twist. So this is going to be a very interesting meal, and one we're looking forward to eating and showing you. The restaurant is right here. Let's get into it.
Panmure Satay Noodle House actually has a ginormous menu full of dishes from all around Southeast Asia, but Sambok, the owner, is Cambodian, so I've honed in on the Cambodian dishes, and we've ordered katiao, which is a rice noodle soup often eaten for breakfast in Cambodia, and also the dish that Thomas alluded to as being a Kiwi favourite, so that's chicken satay on rice. We're heading back into the kitchen to see how Sambok prepares his food. I'm just looking over Sambok's shoulder as he makes my katiao. So this is a classic Cambodian dish. It's eaten in the markets, on the street, often for breakfast, or most commonly for breakfast. It's a very simple dish. So rice noodles, stock, meat, and also a few vegetables. This is going to be great.
Now Sambok is preparing our chicken satay on rice. Now this is a dish that's sold as Cambodian in New Zealand. It's not Cambodian at all. It's a real unique Kiwi twist, which the Cambodian community seem to have created for the Kiwi taste. And it's become an absolute staple at Cambodian restaurants here. So it's just chicken satay on rice, loaded up with satay sauce, some coleslaw, so a simple dish that I reckon is going to be a super tasty dish. It smells really good. Sambok's just cooking it up for us now.
Our food's in front of us, it looks great. Thomas is going to dive into the chicken satay on rice in a second, but I get to tackle this behemoth of a katiao. So this is Sambok's katiao Phnom Penh style. Phnom Penh is the capital city of Cambodia, and their katiao is known for being really extravagant in its toppings. So as you can see, this rice noodle soup has got a ton of toppings. There's pork mince, there's slices of pork, there's pork heart and liver, and there are also prawns. And then you've got the katiao, or the rice noodles, wallowing in this chicken stock broth, which I'm just going to go and have a taste of first. Oh, wow, that's a flavour sensation. Super punchy, really rich. Great rice noodles. And add a little bit of chili, give it a bit of heat. So this is a really common breakfast, common way to start your day in Cambodia, often when you're sitting in the markets or just on the street. Adding the chili is great. I'm such a fan of rice noodle soups like this. Simple, hearty, cleansing, that totally hits the spot.
Let's get into this chicken satay on rice. So this is sort of a quasi, it's got that little bit of Cambodian kick into it in it. We have had satay sauce in Cambodia before, so there is that from Cambodia, but it's got a bit of a quasi Cambodian, Thai, Malaysian, Indonesian feeling to it. So satay is peanut based. It's got a beautiful nutty peanut kick. It's Sam's secret sauce, Sam's secret marinade. This is so Moorish. This is 100% what it says on the box. It's marinated chicken, put on rice with satay sauce, with a bit more satay sauce on top. It is so simple. That's cravings food. When you have a craving for that, you're gonna have to have it. It's delicious. It's so simple, quite unusual, and damn tasty. That was a very interesting meal, and Sam, the owner and chef there, is a beloved local character here. It is such a local's favourite, that restaurant, and Sam has had a pretty hard time lately, so it was really neat to be able to film there, support that restaurant. It's a cool place, super interesting. And now we're going for Filipino food. So the diversity of the strip continues. Let's have some Filipino.
Yes, so the sisig and the halo halo, and yeah, let's go the ube flan cake as well. Thank you so much. We've ordered two traditional Filipino dishes. The first is pork sisig, which is chopped cheek meat from a pig, and that is served on a sizzling platter. And the second is halo halo, which is a really traditional Filipino dessert. I spotted this too in the cabinet, which is an ube flan cake. Ube is sweet purple yam. It is one of my favorite things to eat in the Philippines, so we've added that to the order too. I'm peering over Julie's shoulder, watching the sisig come together. The smells are beautiful. I saw some lime juice going in there, and some, what's that, Julie? Is that soy sauce? Yes. Soy sauce. And it's all been cooked up with this meat that comes from the pig's head. So cheeks, there's a bit of chicken liver in there, and that's going onto a sizzling hot plate for serving.
Yeah.
When the pork sisig arrived on the table, the overwhelming smell was that of the liver. It's got a really earthy smell. So it's got chicken liver, chopped up pork meat from the pig's cheek, so cheek meat, which will be really tender. And then it's got onions, red onions, and some seasoning in there, chili dressed with lime. And then she cracked a raw egg into the middle of the pork mixture. So the residual heat from the sizzling hot plate cooks that egg, and now it's just this yolky, meaty, oniony goodness. So traditionally, this dish doesn't actually come with the egg, but I like it. I reckon it's a good addition. I've got a pile of white rice and I've loaded up my spoon. The mixture is super creamy because of that egg. Oh yeah, the pork is super tender. Like I said, really creamy from that egg and the earthiness of that chicken liver. I've also got a bit of a crunch from that red onion. Overwhelming, just like a simple, hearty dish. It's so good. It takes me back to being in the Philippines and chowing down on this dish. It's a real favorite of mine.
That was super good, and now we're moving on to the sweets, which I always love in Filipino restaurants. They really know how to do sweets. So we're going to watch the halo halo getting made first, so we're going back into the kitchen.
I'm watching Julie make the halo halo, and I just have this giant smile on my face because it makes me so happy. It's such a colourful dessert. It's made up of a jumble of different ingredients. So we've got red bean, coconut jelly, sweet potato, banana, pandan jelly, palm fruit, jackfruit, and it all goes into this beautiful little glass and then gets topped with shaved ice and evaporated milk. Holy hickaroonie, look how big these desserts are. So we've got this epic slice of leche flan topped ube cake. So ube is the purple yam that I was talking about. It's prevalent in the Philippines. And then ta-da, the halo halo. So all of those ingredients down the bottom that I talked you through in the kitchen before, and then I mentioned evaporated milk, but these guys actually use cream. So cream drizzled all over those ingredients, then topped with a scoop of ice cream. There's a scoop of leche flan, there's some ube jam, some jackfruit, some crispy cornflakes, and then a chocolate wafer. Woohoo! Okay, I'm gonna get into this. Oh, I love this dessert. It's a ride of texture, colour, flavour. It's just fun to eat. Oh man, can't wait to get properly stuck into this.
We've both been diving into that halo halo, and the memories are strong with that one. It's such a specialty of the Philippines, and we were there for 2 months. And I just remember sitting on the beach, hot, tropical weather, smashing those back. They're so refreshing. That is good. But to this ube and flan cake, we saw it in the window. We could not go past it. So flan is this layer on top, cream caramel, and look how thick that is. So it's the Filipino version of cream caramel, and then the ube cake underneath. Let's go. I'm so glad we were tempted. Oh, that's good. Earthy from the cake, nice and sweet from the flan, creamy. Oh, that is really good. I have loved eating along this strip here in Panmure. Insane food, so much choice in such a small piece of road. It has been a ball filming this 4-part series. Check out the other videos if you haven't seen them. Drop us a comment down below, let us know what you thought of this one. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching.